to anyone watching, leadership is influence. If I can boil leadership down to one word, it's influence. Leadership is not a title. Leadership is not a fucking, I'm the director. We've seen directors that have no leadership. We've seen entry-level people that have great leadership. Influence, okay? So now for me, if I want to, create some sort of influence on my students, on my community, on my team, I have to get very clear on like what is the ideal scene of my team. Okay, so for me, if you go to my sales room, you're gonna see a whole bunch of young people. They don't have to be young, but they're turned up, they're motivated, they're inspired, they're positive. We don't say no bullshit. We don't talk shit about each other's backs. But before that happened, I had to name it. My team is motivated. My team is proactive. My team is looking for answers. My team freaking does A, B, and C, whatever. You have to name it first. That's one. Number two, you have to have the right people. Okay, so like I could be this incredible leader, but if I'm hanging around fucking losers and fucking D- talent, I'm not gonna win the Super Bowl. So I need to go find the right people. That's two. Okay, so what I do, and I'm in a different place right now in my career. I'm like the founder now of like 100 people. I'm kind of like I'm kind of like an unfair asshole because my expectations are not real. I'll give you an example. Okay, so 2020, let me look at it. 2020, from mid 2022 to mid 2023, and I'm not bragging about this. This ain't cool. I went through 4 executive assistants because nobody could deal with me because I'm demanding perfection, which isn't even impossible. Okay, so this one gal, she interviewed. HR was like in love with her. She got the look, she got the presentation, she got the background, she got the experience, she got the everything. At 4:59 on her first day, she's like, "Hey Mike, I'm about to leave. Do you need anything?" I'm like, "Nope, all good." To me, you're like one of the rare people that is working with this Inc. 5000 company, and it's 4:59 and you're out the fucking door. Bad indicator. Bad indicator. I'm like, That doesn't mean she's wrong, doesn't mean she's bad. It's just an indication of the qualities I don't want. Okay. So now I hit her up. It's like 5:45. Because, I had a question. Hey, I have a question. What happened today? She didn't answer. Not until the next day. I go talk to John, who's our executive director. I go talk to Mark, who's his number 2. And I'm like, "Hey, your girl, she's not my girl." Like, dude, what? How? It's only been one day. I'm like, "She's not my girl." Why? I'm like, "Bro, I called her right now, she didn't answer." Like, dude, what time did you call her? 5:45. Production ended at 5. I was like, yeah, that might fly with you, but for me, I'm like, I have this beingness. Like we're Steve Jobs. We're about to change the world. I'm like, we're Elon. We're about to fucking go to Mars. We don't. I don't have employees. We don't have jobs here. I have teammates. So, I got to get very clear on the ideal scene of my team members, and then number 2, I have to have the right people. Okay. The next thing I do is I will test people to see how far they reach. Okay, so like there's this new kid, Spray. He's been with us 6 months. "Hey Mike, I heard all the top producers work out with you at the gym." Yeah, bro, pull up tomorrow. The gym is not to get muscles. It is, but it's not. When I'm with my team, it's proximity. We're creating. We're fucking, like in calm. "Hey Spray, dude, I heard you're doing good, man. Hey bro, do me a favor. Go watch the production boot camp. You said that your call volume went down, your appointment sets went down. You also mentioned that your show rate went. Here's the perfect handle, parentheses. Watch this, dude, and let me know your takeaways tomorrow morning." Next day at the gym, he should be checking me at the fucking door before I go in. He should have a laundry list. Like, "Hey, Mike, dude, before we go do bicep curls and go do fucking back, dude, this was great, this is great, this is great, this is great, but like I have a question here. This is great, but I want to challenge this. Like, can we talk about this for 5 minutes?" I didn't get that. Okay, again, I'm looking for people that are looking for answers. It doesn't mean he's wrong, but what it means is when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I need the kid that football practice is over and he says, "Hey coach, I was looking at film, I noticed my spiral's not tight. Could we hang out for 5 minutes? Let me know what you're thinking." Bam, bam, bam. "Hey Johnny, when you release it from the top, keep your elbow tight, whatever." And then the kid goes the next day, coach, I made those adjustments. Look, like I need that kid. Okay, so I will pour, like, my thing is I will not water seeds that won't grow. But if spray, he went through it and said, boom, Mike, holy shit, that was like a dopamine hit. That was like a freaking crack hit. What's next? Now I'll give him the next thing. Dude, Mike, holy smokes, I did that. And you know, I set 4 appointments, I broke my all-time record. I need that kid. That's who I pour into. Okay, and if that kid doesn't do that, that's fine. I love you. You're still on the team, but like you're not at my table. You're like at one of my juniors table. So now, what am I talking about? Leading. I'm clear on who I'm looking for. I have to have the right people. The right people are what? They're looking for answers. They're motivated. They don't have to be fucking revved up every morning. They're proactive, okay? And then from there, I'll start pouring in like my teachings and I'll start building them up. You know, I'll have people that come in and it could be like my inner circle event. It could be staff members that fly in. I'm hanging out with executives. We're doing an early dinner because we had a big day. And there'll be one woman that like flew in and she works with me. She's like tuned out. Bad indicator. Like, I don't need you to kiss my ass. But what I need you to do is get the right information to get to the fucking next. If I went to go hang out with the cat doing 9 figures, if I went to go hang out with fucking a dude that's a billionaire, I'm sitting next to the guy and he ain't better than me. Like, he may be in business. I'm shutting the fuck up. I'm asking really good questions and I'm taking notes, motherfuckers. So I'm looking for that guy. I'm looking for me 10 years ago.